Jesus was on his way to be a place called Calvary to be crucified. The soldiers had beaten him all night long. They had beaten him with a long Roman whip. They had rocks and pieces of glass attached to the end. He was bruised. He was buffeted. He was beaten for our sake. They denounced him. They spat in his face and called him names. They poked at his flesh. He was taunted by the soldiers and the religious establishment. He was humiliated. He hung on the cross by nails between two thieves. Crucifixion was Rome's punishment for slaves, foreigners, and criminals. On the cross, the victim's arms were stretched out on the bar and the nails was driven through the hands. The feet were not nailed but loosely bound to the cross. The cross was lifted up and set in the socket. The terror of the crucifixion was the pain. But worse than that, it was not enough pain to kill you instantly. The victim had to die of hunger and thirst beneath the hot sun and the frost of the night. Everyone scorned Jesus. He hung on the cross, even as the thieves were hanging with him. We do not know anything about these criminals. We don't know how much they stole. We don't know how often they stole. We don't know who they stole from or why. We only know that they were criminals. It doesn't matter what they did. What matters is what they did when they had an encounter with Jesus. Amen. You could almost hear the people sneering and taunting Jesus, saying things like, life is tough on Messiah, huh? How about a little miracle? King of the Jews, you are. I can almost see the soldiers and religious leaders and all the people around the cross mocking him. But I can't wrap my mind around sarcasm and mocking from someone who is in the same situation. Crucified men taunting a crucified man. The criminals joining in the mocking of the mob. It's beyond belief that a man who is being crucified would get pleasure from participating with those crucifying him. He was in the same situation. Two thieves began their time on the cross mocking Jesus, but one had stopped. But the other criminal kept going with his insults and abuse. Why would a man being killed join in with those killing him against another man in the same situation? Perhaps he thought that they would treat him more kindly. He wanted his torturers to think that he was one of them. He wanted to be in that clique. He wanted to hang with them. It's like that today. We mock bullies and make fun of people who have done nothing to us. They're innocent. We want to be a part of the crowd, the clique, the popular people, but we just want approval from them. So we dislike people they dislike, taunt them, and snub them because the people we hang around don't like them. Not only was this man next to the Savior, he heard him pray. He witnessed the salvation of the other thief, and he heard the testimony of Jesus. But his pride kept him from submitting to the only one who could save him. He would rather go to hell than admit that Jesus was the Christ. Pride kept him from giving Jesus respect. Pride kept him from giving Jesus his props or confessing that he was the Savior. Pride is the reason why many of us treat others with such disrespect. We will not give them the credit, acknowledge their gifts or talent. We want to criticize them, pounce on anything they say. We treat them with such contempt that we say what we say is their fault. Like the thief on the cross, some of us would rather go to hell than give that person the love and respect they deserve. We launch campaigns to get others to treat that person the same way, to make them mock, tease, and hate that person. Two thieves begin their time on the cross mocking Jesus. One has stopped. One thief has stopped. We see a total change in the heart from this thief. What happened? Was it the sign over Christ? Was it the prayer he heard Jesus said when he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do? Perhaps in the midst of all the insults, he lifted up his faint head to see Jesus with blood on his cheeks and a crown